Okay, boys and girls, we're going to be talking about families around the world. And the genre of books that we're going to be studying right now is realistic fiction. What in the world does that mean, Mrs. Lucky? Realistic fiction is something that could happen in real life, but it's a made-up story. This book right here is a realistic fiction. What did I say it was? Realistic
fiction.
It can actually happen in real life, but it's a story that's made up. Okay? So, dinner at Alejandro's. Do you have friends from a different country or culture?
Uh-huh.
Do your friends like the same or different foods, music, or games?
Yes.
Alejandro's family came from Argentina. Tommy's mom said as she dropped him off at Alejandro's house, they speak Spanish and may cook foods from different countries. Watch and listen. You will learn a lot. I will, Tommy promised. The boys practiced soccer in the backyard until Mrs. Solis called them for dinner. Tommy didn't tell Alejandro that he was worried about eating food that was from what he ate, different from what he ate at home. He thought about the tasty roast beef and mashed potatoes his mom made. He thought about her spaghetti and meatballs too. What would he do if he didn't like the food, he wondered. He did not wish to offend the Solis family. Tommy can sit next to me, Alejandro's grandfather said. He understood that Tommy was as nervous about trying new foods as he was. I live in Argentina, and the United States can be confusing, he said. We will help each other. Okay, so tasty. When something is tasty, what does that mean? What's your name, baby? What's your name? Adriel. What does tasty mean?
That you could taste.
Okay. Tasty means pleasing to your sense of taste. Miriam ate the tasty meal her grandmother cooked. So, like something that is tasty means that you like it. It's good, right?
Yes.
Okay, what tasty foods do you enjoy eating? We're going to connect to the story. What tasty food do you enjoy?
Pizza and macaroni.
Pizza and macaroni.
And popcorn. Spaghetti.
Spaghetti. Awesome. Okay, now let's think about the word confusing. Confusing means that it's hard to understand, right? It's hard to understand. You don't understand what's going on. Mia thought the math problem was confusing. What do you think is confusing?
Different languages.
Different languages. They are confusing to me as well because I do not know how to speak Spanish, so that's confusing to me. How many of you speak Spanish? Awesome. Maybe y'all can teach me a few things, okay?
I only know
Please
a
stop
little
playing
bit.
and pay attention, okay?
In
In the story, a boy named Tommy visits a friend whose parents come from another country. What does Tommy do first? What does he do?
He eats pizza.
He went to whose house? He went to Alejandro's house. Okay? Now let's continue on. In Alejandro's abuelo, what does that mean?
House.
Abuelo.
Family. A grandpa.
Very good. Alejandro's grandfather told Tommy, abuelo is the Spanish word for grandfather. Alejandro calls me abuelo. And you can call me abuelo too. As Alejandro's mother placed a plate of salad on the table, his grandfather asked if the boys had fun practicing football. Tommy wanted to tell him that they had practiced soccer, but Alejandro replied it was fun. In Argentina, this game is known as football. In the United States, we call it soccer. Football, or soccer, as you call it, is the national game of Argentina. Alejandro's grandfather explained as he smiled at Tommy. Tommy was happy to see the salad and a plate of bread on the table. He liked salad and bread. Alejandro's dad moved the bread dish aside to make room for a gigantic bowl of steaming yellow rice, overflowing with shrimp and other foods. Tommy watched carefully. Have you ever eaten this kind of rice? Asked Abuelo. I like rice, Abuelo. But this rice looks different, said Tommy. Different foods can be delicious. This colorful rice dish is called, how do you say that? Paella?
Paella.
Paella? Is that how you say rice?
Paella.
It has shrimp, mussels, a sausage called chorizo, peas, red peppers, and other vegetables in it. Okay, colorful. Something that is colorful has lots of, excuse me, different colors. The colorful fall leaves were red, orange, and brown.
Angry.
So something that is colorful has different what? Colors. Okay, overflowing. When something is overflowing, it goes over the edge of the container that it's in. What was overflowing? The yellow rice overflowing with shrimp and other foods. The sink was overflowing with water. Uh-oh. Okay. So is this, what was this dish called? What is it?
Paella.
Pala?
Paella. That's a boy, I think.
Pala. Paella? I don't know how to say it in Spanish. Can y'all help me out?
Paella.
Paella? That's what does that mean?
Rice.
It's rice?
It's
Okay.
Mexican
So that's what the
rice.
name of this dish is.
It's Mexican
See,
rice.
it's confusing to me.
Mexican rice and I'll eat it.
I like both shrimp and vegetables, Tommy whispered. I like sausage too. Tommy listened, but it was hard to remember all the new words he was learning. When it was time to eat, Alejandro's abuelo served the food. The plates were stacked in front of him. Tommy is our guest, he said, so I will start with him. What will you have, Tommy? Tommy glanced around the table. Everyone was waiting for him to choose the foods he wanted to eat, but he couldn't remember the word for the main dish. He sounds just like me. I couldn't remember the name of the word either. What could he do? Abuelo touched his arm gently. Watch me and listen, he whispered. He leaned forward and studied the dishes. I will have some, what? Pala. Por favor. Por favor means please.
Por favor.
Tommy listened. Alejandro's abuelo pretended to scoop some, what? What's it called? Puela onto his plate. Gracias, abuelo said. Gracias means thank you. Now I will have some salad, por favor. What does that mean? Please. I'll have a piece of pan or bread. So what is pan? Bread. And a little of that. Abuelo waved his hand over the bread and another dish. So he is learning when people are from different countries or cultures, there's something different about everybody's family, right?
Yes.
Okay. Tommy watched and noticed that Abuelo did not point at the food. He moved his whole hand over the food he wanted. And now for our guest, Alejandro's abuelo said, what would you like, Tommy? You can just say, I'll have a little of everything, Abuelo whispered to Tommy. Gracias. But I'd like to try the words, he told Abuelo. I will try a little, what is it? Pala? Pala, por favor, and some salad. He waved his hand over the bread dish and a piece of pan. When everyone's plate was ready, Tommy tried a little of everything. All of it was tasty, but the paella, what is it? Paella was scrumptious. Gracias, Abuelo, Tommy said. Scrumptious means it was delicious. Y'all sit up. Okay? Gracias, Abuelo, Tommy said. It's fun to try new things and learn new words. De nada, Tommy, Abuelo answered. It's just as much fun as teaching them. Okay, so noticed means they saw, heard, or felt something. My mom noticed that I didn't wear a hat. Okay?
Mama.
Why did Alejandro's abuelo want to sit by Tommy? What was he doing?
He was helping him.
He was helping him. He was teaching him the words, and he was trying to make him feel comfortable, and he was whispering to him, trying to help him out, right?
Trying to fit into the family.
Okay. And what did Tommy learn from Alejandro's family? What did Tommy learn from Alejandro's family?
How to try new things.
He learned how to try new things. What else?
He learned how to talk in Spanish.
He learned how to talk in Spanish. What else? He learned a different culture, right? Is it okay to be scared when you have to try something new?
Yes.
Yes, but you need to try it. There's nothing wrong with trying something new. Okay?
I tried guacamole and I hated it. Hated it. I don't even know